So unless you've been living under a rock or in Russia, you've probably heard that Baba Yaga is returning to the big screen. Yes, that's right, John Wick is getting a chapter 4. And with the premiere merely a month away and a new trailer hot off the stove, I wanted to discuss my impressions and point out some things that you might have missed. So let's get right into it.
This hit goes out to you, Mr. Wick.
Right off the bat, it seems like we will get to see a new administrator desk, which is to be expected since it's been pretty well established now that John Wick 4 will be taking us beyond the bounds of New York City, and more specifically, the trailers have strongly alluded to Paris, France being ground zero for most of the action.
42 regular, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like the Bowery King and John are looking pretty well after, you know.
Hey.
Anyways.
And so it begins.
This guy's definitely a member of the high table right here, and it looks like he'll be joined by his shinobi dance crew.
Challenge him to single combat.
If you win, you'll have your freedom.
We've got the Marquis de Gramont here, who I believe will be the main antagonist of this film. Sorry people, looks like we will be waiting a few more years for the showdown between John and the Elder. And you know, it's interesting that the Marquis de Gramont is actually agreed to single combat against John Wick. It will be fun to see if this challenge happens in the climax where John has him backed up into a corner, or if this is an ego challenge. And I also want to point out the brilliance of these trailers because they're not giving away the fate of Winston in John Wick 4. Will John end up killing him for, you know...
Hey.
Or will they end up working together to overthrow the table? Between the official trailer and this one, it's obvious that Winston will be responsible for kicking off the single combat plot, but it remains to be seen whether John will end up executing him afterwards.
And when I see you, I'ma take what I want, so
Amen.
you ain't real, hope ya.
Looks like the bows and arrows will also be making an appearance. Really leaning into the shinobi combat with this one.
Y'all feel the wrath of the killer. Many try, many die. If you wanna war, get it bloody.
The action sequences are perfect as usual.
Come on. The only way John...
Donnie Yen will be making an appearance here, and for those of you who are not familiar with his work, this guy is an action superstar in Asian cinema, and is notable for his leading roles in the IP Man series. And I really hope that Donnie Yen's martial arts abilities really bring an additional level of beauty and authenticity in John Wick's already excellent choreography.
Wick will ever have freedom. And peace is in death.
Yeah. Not really.
Looks like John is returning to Morocco to find the Elder. Or, I guess more accurately, the Elder will be finding John. Sophia's dogs are back, or at least one of them is. And I wonder if this means that Sophia and or one of her dogs have died, which could be tragic because, as we all know, John has not been known to take the deaths of one of his friends or pets very well. So anyways, this movie is slated for release on March 24th, so look forward to seeing it. And the trailers are really indicating some positive things here, so I am very excited. And that will be it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Shakti Man out.